Hello and welcome. It's Sunday the 30th of July 2023 and this is Simon Says Sci-Fi for the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And this little episode is called Blowing Hot and Cold. With the extreme weather patterns at the moment, plus the bushfires and the floodings, naturally there is the conversation and the reference to global warming. There are those with genuine concern about the health of our planet, and they are crying out for something to be done. And on the other hand, there are those who simply deny any such thing as global warming and are resisting any changes to lifestyles with our hope to decrease the global temperatures. Whatever you believe, it is clear that there are extreme weather patterns, and they destroy crops, they destroy buildings, they destroy villages and cities, and of course, they destroy lives. As many of you know, I have constantly banged on about how society has a major effect on the environment. The Clean Air Act of 1956 in the UK is proof of this. Before 1956, the UK suffered what many call smogs, and this was low-lying cloud full of industrial pollutants and, of course, not healthy for anyone at all. Within 2 years of the Act in 1956, the quality of air in the UK improved tremendously, and there have been no more smogs. So clearly that is proof that if we do something, we can clear our atmospheres. And more recently, during the pandemic, we found that with people working from home and doing less journeys, there were fewer cars pumping out their emissions. And it is extraordinary to read that during those periods, the air quality in the UK improved by up to 60%, and particularly in city areas. Proof again, in my opinion, that given the opportunity, planet Earth can clean herself up and heal in a relatively short time. Will whatever measures we take reduce global warming, or at least reduce temperatures? To be honest, I'm not sure about that. But what is very clear, in my opinion, is that something has to be done. But if we look at our geology, if you look at the planet, over millions of years, the planet has had a number of weather changes with dramatic weather patterns. Most of the changes were caused by volcanic activity or by some celestial object thumping into the planet. And in doing so, carbon dioxide and volcanic ash and other waste is thrown into the air, blocking the sun and creating terrible havoc to our climate. There have been many ice ages and blistering hot eras, and this is nature, and there's not much we can do about it. What we should do, however, is concentrate on adapting to whatever conditions come our way, and we should adapt and have solutions that can help us cope with whatever's coming along. But for that, of course, another little favourite topic of mine is that we need alternative cheap energy. Just to reflect back and show how slow we can be in recognising situations and dealing with them. In the 17th century, South American fishermen noticed periodically there were unusually warm temperatures and warm waters in the Pacific, followed by unusually cold events pushing warm waters towards Asia. They named the warm period El Niño, meaning little boy, and the cold events La Niña, meaning little girl. Hence the phrase blowing hot and cold. They happen regularly and global temperatures rise and fall. I would argue that if the human beings wish to survive, attitudes need to change. We must stop burying our heads in the sand and work together in developing long-term solutions to help us survive comfortably with whatever is coming along. For those who shout, "Too expensive," my response is, what is the cost of doing nothing? Thank you for listening. Until the next time, toodle pip.